नमस्कार, मैं डिम्पी साहनी राष्ट्रीय बाल अधिकार संरक्षण आयोग की तरफ से आप सबका स्वागत करती हूँ परीक्षा पर्व 7.0 के इस लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग सेशन में। ये एक इंटरैक्टिव सेशन है जहां हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसे टॉपिक की जो आज हर घर में महसूस किया जाता है, एग्जाम से जुड़ा प्रेशर और एंजाइटी। आप सभी जो हमसे YouTube, इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक और ट्विटर के जरिए जुड़े हैं, आप इस विषय से जुड़े अपने सवाल हमसे पूछ सकते हैं। हर सेशन में हमारे साथ एक एक्सपर्ट जरूर जुड़े होते हैं जो आपके इन सवालों का जवाब देते हैं। ये एक बहुत ही जरूरी और संवेदनशील मुद्दा है, क्योंकि जैसे ही एग्जाम और रिजल्ट सीजन आता है, हमारे स्टूडेंट्स, उनके पेरेंट्स और टीचर्स एक तनाव और चिंता के माहौल में आ जाते हैं, जिसका सीधा असर उनके मानसिक स्वास्थ्य पर पड़ सकता है। इसी चिंता को समझते हुए हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने एक बहुत ही जरूरी और सकारात्मक पहल की शुरुआत की, परीक्षा पे चर्चा, जहां वो खुद स्टूडेंट से जुड़कर एग्जाम स्ट्रेस और एंजाइटी से पड़ने वाले प्रभावों को कम करने के तरीके बताते हैं। इसी सोच से प्रेरणा लेकर एनसीपीसीआर ने परीक्षा पर्व 7.0 का आयोजन किया है, जिसका थीम है सेलिब्रेटिंग एग्जाम्स। परीक्षा एक उत्सव है, इसे ऐसे लीजिए मानो एक त्योहार हो। और इसी सोच को आगे ले जाते हुए आज हमारे साथ जुड़ी है एक बहुत ही इंस्पायरिंग और रिस्पेक्टेड गेस्ट, मानवतावादी नेता और शांति के दूत गुरुदेव श्री श्री रविशंकर जी की बहन, और जिन्हें सब प्यार से भानु दीदी कहते हैं, श्रीमती भानुमति नरसिम्हन जी is Director, Women Welfare and Child Care Programs at the Art of Living। इन्होंने अपने काम, अपनी एनर्जी और अपने कंपैशन से दुनिया भर में लाखों जिंदगियों को छुआ है, उन्हें नई दिशाएं दी हैं। मैम, इट्स अ प्रिविलेज टू हैव यू हियर टुडे विद अस। नमस्कार।
नमस्ते
मैम, मैं आपकी कुछ उपलब्धियां अपने व्यूअर्स से परिचित करवाना चाहती हूँ। भानु दीदी न सिर्फ एक स्पिरिचुअल गाइड है, बल्कि एक ऐसी चेंज मेकर है जिन्होंने महिलाओं, बच्चों और समाज के वंचित वर्गों के उत्थान के लिए अपना जीवन समर्पित कर दिया। 3 दशकों से इन्होंने शिक्षा, महिला सशक्तिकरण, पर्यावरण संरक्षण और समाज में सामंजस्य फैलाने की दिशा में ऐतिहासिक काम किए हैं। इन्होंने गिफ्ट अ स्माइल इनिशिएटिव शुरू किया, जो भारत के 22 राज्यों में 1 लाख से अधिक वंचित बच्चों को फ्री होलिस्टिक एजुकेशन दे रहा है। इन्होंने विस्ता इंडिया और विशालाक्षी विमेन एम्पावरमेंट प्रोग्राम्स जैसी पहल से 8000 से भी ज्यादा महिलाओं को आर्थिक रूप से आत्मनिर्भर बनाया। इनकी स्पिरिचुअलिटी और मेडिटेशन वर्कशॉप्स ने दुनिया भर के हजारों लोगों को इनर पीस और सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस दिया है। साथ ही HIV एड्स अवेयरनेस से लेकर एनवायरमेंट कंजर्वेशन, प्लास्टिक फ्री विलेजेस और ट्रेडिशनल आर्टिसान्स के रिवाइवल तक हर क्षेत्र में ग्राउंड लेवल पर काम भी किया है। इनके विजन और कार्यों को सद्गुरु ज्ञानानंद राष्ट्रीय पुरस्कार से भी सम्मानित किया गया है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला सम्मेलन की अध्यक्ष के रूप में इन्होंने 80 से अधिक देशों की इन्फ्लुएंशियल विमेन लीडर्स, थिंकर्स और चेंज मेकर्स को एक साथ लाकर डायलॉग, कोलैबोरेशन एंड ग्लोबल सिस्टरहुड को बढ़ावा दिया है। और स्पिरिचुअल और कल्चरल रिचनेस के प्रति इनका प्रेम इनके म्यूजिक एल्बम्स और बेस्ट सेलिंग बुक्स गुरुदेव, तेजस्विनी और ललिता में भी झलकता है। मैम, योर लाइफ वाज सो इंस्पायरिंग एंड वी आर वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू हैव यू हियर ऑन परीक्षा पर्व 7.0।
Thank you for having me here in this wonderful platform. Namaste for all of you, all the parents, students, educators, and also our esteemed members of NCPCR, a National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. This is a very beautiful initiative that government is taking about Pariksha Charcha, Pariksha Parv, no? और ये तो बहुत ही thoughtful and much needed initiative है। अभी तो इतना परीक्षा के टाइम पे बहुत ही स्ट्रेस हो जाता है। as you rightly said, both parents and students and teachers also get stressed. For this we need in fact this type of initiative is much needed. We are also taking care of the not only the thinking about the excellence in academics, but also well-being of the child, mental well-being, and I would say mental well-being and happiness quotient, right? The heart. So it is so important to look into this subject. It's just we are not just the marks that we have. No? Children must know this. That is not just your marks that matters. Your life is very precious. This is the time to have that courage and confidence. तो ऐसा बोलने में बहुत आसानी है, लेकिन कैसा उसको how to make it practical, right? We can tell it so easily, be courageous, you be confident, ऐसा. So what happens to children is last minute we do the preparation, and also there is so much of pressure from the parents because they want the good, the best for their children, right? So they also start pressurizing without even knowing that we pressurize our children. So how to change this pressure to power, how to transcend from one point of pressure, all the time pressurizing, how to make them more powerful, confident. In that, I would say spirituality will come in hand. Spirituality means what? Caring for oneself, caring for others. So here, during exams, we have to care about ourselves. How is our mind reacting? How is it calm or collected, or how is confident? ये सब देखना पड़ता है. ये जब हम हमारे मन को समझे, means how we can understand our own mind. We have been doing so many exams. We have written 10th exam, 8th exam, all these others, even class exams, class tests and all. You don't feel so much pressurized, isn't it? Only when it comes to 10th or 12th exams, you feel so much anxiety is there in children. So instead of just telling them don't be anxious, you give them some tools. We have been associated with this for the past 4 decades. 44 years ho gaya hamara school start karke. And these 4 decades we have been working with Art of Living, has schools over 22 states of India. Over 100,000 children are studying here. We have experimented, and also we have found out how to manage these children's anxiety. So इसीलिए पहले से ही हम curriculum में ही रखे हैं. We have children meditating from the day one only, from the day they start the school. Otherwise it happens like Yuddha Kale Shastrabhyas. You cannot learn at the last minute of whenever, you can't learn wield the arrow in the warfare. So that is why we say start them young. So we introduce them to meditation, even let it be 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of pranayam, breathing techniques. These things really has helped them. We have found out that not only in their academic excellence, they are also the character building. They really are fully blossomed individual. They come out of the school. And in fact, all our schools have this, children come running to the school. And to go home, they feel little like, in the sense, they're so attracted to the school, they love the school. ऐसा एक माहौल बनाना चाहिए. ऐसा, as rightly our government is doing, our Prime Minister says that this is a पर्व जैसा इसको treat करना है. Means, whenever you have a function at home, for the children it is joy only. Maybe for the elders, they will be saying, oh, I have to do this. But for children, this is the joy for them. There is no stress. Like that, if you can take even education like that, for that we have to make them more interested in the lessons, interested in the classes. So, ये सब कर सकते हैं हम. And the teachers can give them some nice workshops. Like not only on just on academics, also the play should be emphasized for them, outside playing, ये सब, and then music, art and culture should be really encouraged. Then both their mind, hemisphere, brain hemisphere, which is the right side, which is known for creativity and left is for all this questioning mind, both will be in balance. That is why we always say that do some meditation, do some breathing, very simple things, which is easy for the children to learn. Yeah.
Right. So these are very valuable advice you have given to parents and teachers, because they play a very vast role in students' life. So it's really important that they support their child very mindfully. So thank you, ma'am, for this valuable advice. And ma'am, we have received so many heartfelt questions from across India on topics like exam stress, mental well-being, dealing with results, yoga, meditation, breathing technique, and self-development. So we'd be very grateful if you could share some more of your valuable thoughts with us, and practical tips, advice to help our exams warriors leave behind the stress and move forward with confidence and calmness.
So as I said before, when we were small, we used to see, we didn't have technology and all that. Now we had to go to library and search for books and read. We had to make more effort. Whereas now the children have advantage that at the fingertips they get all the information. They sit there. There's so much of information out there in the world, in technology they can access, and this they can make it as their own advantage this is an advantage for them. So, and also we have to see to it that they don't misuse this opportunity, I would say, because nowadays children are addicted to this Instagram, and they keep seeing the reels. This is also one of the things that I really want to tell the children, that when you're seeing reels, some are educative, I know, but when you keep on scrolling this, what happens to you is sometimes we get in reels, they are all not facts, it's their own experiences, or they have their understanding, opinion. Most of the time reels are of opinions, they are not really facts. So we get also misled by these. This is one of the things that we have to have less number of, the screen time should be really moderated by the parents, and also the exposure to so much of technology has become now, I would say, disadvantage. Instead of that, when we were small, we used to read books, and then my father used to say that 10 times revision is equivalent to 1 time writing. So write down all the points from whatever chapters you're reading, write down, and then that you can revise, then the memory can be more sharper then. So when we use technology, the memory becomes little bit dull, because what happens, anyway it is there, I will look into this, like that is the sort. But when we used to study, brings textbook from library, we had to return it to the library, so we had to remember. But that, I'm not saying go back to a regressive attitude. Now somewhere we have to, we cannot go back all the 10 steps. Just at least take back 2 steps. Just have a pause. Say that, how can I help myself? Just not addicted to any gadgets. This is very important for a student and the parents also. They have to monitor the children, saying that play somewhere outside, play for 1 hour, or listen to music. Sometimes listening to this instrumental music, flute is there, veena is there, sitar is there. Listen to it during the exam time, half an hour or 20 minutes. That will relax your mind. And then when the mind is relaxed and calm, then your memory becomes more sharper. It can recollect faster. So with stress, when you say, oh, study, if the pressure is there, the memory also takes a back seat. It's just stops. What is that you say? Totally shut off. That is where anxiety sets in. And there is also this anxiety, stress is a reason that Gurudev often says stress means what? Too much to do, too little time and less energy, too little energy also less. So here we have to do everything, accomplish everything. We can't say we can postpone things, but we can definitely increase our energy level. That we can do through simple pranayam, breathing technique. And then, like long deep breath in and then breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. These are the things, we say stress busters. When exam time, you go sit and then before the paper, you get the question paper, your really heart is beating fast. What you can do is just breathe in, long deep breath in and then just say ha, like that. 2-3 times you do that. And before, as I said, before the exams or during exam in the house, you do a few sets of pranayam. And then there is also Ujjayi breath, we say. We can teach all those things. And then a little bit of silence in the mind. If you have learnt meditation, do meditation, is nothing better than that. Otherwise, at least listen to some soft music, like, flute music. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then definitely the mind settles. See, when the mind is calm and settled, then only you have more, the perception increases, your observation increases. And the way you express things have a better feel, So your communication improves. That is why we always say, start young. When they are young only, teach them something like this. Teach them meditations, teach them breathing techniques. It's very, very useful. I have seen in all our schools we have. Every day morning they come with the prayer, they sit for 5 minutes meditation, 5 minutes pranayam, and then the whole day they are happy. So it is just, we have to understand this also, that Parv means what? Happiness. When the celebration is there, you are happy, So when you can create that happiness even around exams, such a wonderful, noble idea. And this is very, very, very important, and especially in this age, it is so important. These are the things that will be useful, I feel. Yeah.
Right, ma'am. So this is some valuable tips before exams, but most of the students feel panic during the exam. How can these things help avoiding these panic attacks?
This is what I said, that when you go sit in the class and then when you're getting the paper, just observe your breath, long deep breath in you do. It's very easy. And then when you are observing your own breath, then the mind settles. Then the panic attack also, is reduced. And also I would say during exam time, eat little less. When you're going for exam, don't eat too much paneer paratha or something, fried bondas. So at that time, have more sattvic ahar, like also fruits, fresh juices are very, very energizing. So through food is one of the sources of energy, right? Rest is very important, sleep for them. And that is why, last minute don't sit for studying. This we have to wake up before, at least 1 month before, do the revision. And then these points you can remember as though, this is where it's nice to have like combined study we used to do in olden days. Then you will remember one point, she will remember another point. When we remember like this, and then we are in the moment when you are sharing your thoughts. So you are not lost in the thought. If you are reading a book, for example, alone, 4 sentences you have read, in that only 2 you will remember. Whereas if you are with your friends revising, 1 sentence she reads, 1 sentence I read, 1 sentence you read, then you are aware, you are alertfully listening to them. And this is one of the tricks, we can do that also. And then, as I said, write down some points before when you are doing the revision, do just the points, and then focus on those points, and then you can elaborate on that, no? So these are the things that will help during the exam. But the food is very important for us, no? So eat something fresh, fruit, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables and juices. These will help you to keep that energy. Otherwise you eat heavy food and then you feel sleepy during exams, and then when you're sleepy, you know how the mind works. It's going to switch off mode, right? So these are the times, and pranayam, as I said, pranayam and meditation definitely will help us. And have this confidence, and also know that you are more important than your marks. Very important. You should know that, okay, this time I didn't do well. I'm not saying take this lukewarm attitude before, but if you have written the exam, you got less marks, don't panic also. That know that you have more chances, and then it is important to know that our life is more precious than marks. Why I'm emphasizing on this so much is we have heard children speak that, oh, I don't want to live because they lost in 2 marks. Some child who has got 99, he was expecting 100, they jumping out of the window, right? These things we have heard in the papers, we have seen. So this is very unfortunate. This is where parents and teachers can play a major role in calming the child and also telling the child this is just celebration of life. Another Tyohar has come like that. Now, so many Tyohar we have like that. This is another thing. So when you say that, there is lightness in the atmosphere. There's no tenseness. You don't get tensed and stressed. So there's some lightness. Okay, if I don't get so much mark, next time I'll get something like that. You can have that attitude. But definitely you should give 100%. I would say 100% you read, but if it's not happening, don't panic. Okay.
So I remember our Prime Minister's quote from Pariksha Pe Charcha, that exams will come and go. We should know how to live our life to the fullest.
Exactly.
Right.
You're so right. Yeah.
So
he's given such wonderful insights. Yeah.
Truly, ma'am, immensely.
Yeah.
And ma'am, there is this one student, Alia from Telangana. She's asking that how can I stop feeling discouraged when I don't meet my own expectation?
Yeah. So we usually say don't compare yourself with anybody or with yourself, whatever you are expecting. So once it is done, that's it. Seal it. No? Comparison is always discouraging. Yeah. But definitely you can encourage yourself that this much I have done so nicely, but you have learned what was supposed to be there. That is what is so important, more than just fully memorize and then write there. Understand that what you have read just now is so useful to you, like that, no? So that is where our syllabus is so important, what all we have in our syllabus, which is really now they have improved and they have brought in good syllabus now. No? The government syllabus is very nice. I am very encouraged that children don't have to read all the redundant historic things, which is not really inspiring, but definitely good changes come, and this will make the children more interested in studies also, I feel. No? So tell her that this is not the end of the world. Yeah, will have more chances. This is not the first time we have written exam also, right? There are many exams are there and you can definitely do well. Yeah, but don't regret anything. Regret is not necessary in life. Regret is very, I would say, like feeling discouraged, regretting. These are all useless. Know that this is not the progressive way to think. So how we can do progressive way of thinking is by becoming more confident through our own practices. When you understand yourself, and when you go to the source of your energy, that is what is meditation is, then you realize how beautiful you are, how important you are in this whole world, in this creation. Then you start giving importance to yourself, then the confidence comes back. Yeah, always see that the confidence level is maintained.
Pariksha Parv is doing so much good work that I think it's not just about Pariksha anymore. It's about a life lesson.
No.
Every person can relate to this, ma'am. Thank you for this wonderful insight. Ma'am, you have shared that children should focus on what they are eating before exam, and they should meditate and practice breathing exercise. Other than that, Nakul from Mizoram is asking, what self-care habits can help reduce anxiety during exam week?
Take some time to yourself to listen to soft music, not once again that too much of, which excites you, like Bollywood music and all. No, they are all good. In the holidays you can listen to them. During exams, this is very important to listen to some soft music which will settle your mind. And then think about some nice things in life. Look at the sunrise, sunset, wake up, and then do some physical exercise. Anything that interests you, like yoga asanas, simple yogasana, or walking, swimming, cycling, being with nature. At least half an hour we have to spend in nature. These things will really energize us in many which ways which we don't even understand. Yeah, it's not necessarily everything that happens to us we understand, right? So mind is so intricate and it's complicated. Small little things can throw us off balance, isn't it? So small little things again can make it very happy also. So that is why we need to encourage such habits from children, that do some physical exercise. Helping hand is also very important. Help others. And then if your friend is struggling with studies, you can teach them also. By teaching, you also again revise. So these things can reduce your stress, definitely, because you're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the other person also. So then the shift is there, immediate shift comes. Otherwise what happens, we are carried away by our own emotions. So that emotional strength can happen only when you relax. And not when you feel, oh, I have to study, I have to complete this, I have to... No, we have to complete studying, of course, yeah. But as I said in the beginning, युद्ध काले शस्त्राभ्यास नहीं करना, ऐसा वार फील्ड में आके हम अभी सीखेंगे, ऐसा नहीं होगा. तो इसीलिए हम पहले ही ये सब सीखना अच्छा है. You have now come to 12th standard, let's say, or you are in 10th standard. From the beginning of the 10th standard only start learning all these small techniques, which will take only 10-20 minutes of your time, which will really make your life more easier, I would say. And we are doing all these studies just not to please your teacher or your mother, parents, right? You're also wanting to improve in your life. You want to do something in life. This is the progressive thinking. So when such is the case, what will be beneficial for me? No, I can tell you one example. One of our students, we run free schools. We run around 1,300 free schools in 22 states of India. So here in Bangalore, we have our first flagship school here. We have children from many states also, then especially from Assam, Meghalaya and all, they are here. So one of the child, we asked him, what you want to be? So in fact, there was one sponsorer who wanted to sponsor them for Ayurveda, or he wants to be a doctor, any doctor, allopathy. So when we asked the child, he said, I want to learn BCom, go to BCom. I don't want to be a doctor. So you have to decide yourself. It's not like somebody is pushing you. You have to become a doctor, you have to become an engineer. That zamana is over now. You take independent decision before only and read for it, then you have joy of studying. Otherwise you want to forcefully, if somebody is, now I'm quite sure it's not happening like that, but this is an advice for the parents, that if you want to take it, that see to it that child, what is his interest. You may want him to be a doctor or an engineer, but he may want to be an artist. He might only this aspect will fulfill whatever. Now, our dreams are our dreams. They also have their own dreams. So respecting each other's dreams is what is life. So it is very important to see what the child really wants. This can happen from 8th standard only. We can start assessing the child's interest in the school especially, and you can tell the parents this is what he is interested. I can tell you one more example we had in our school. This child from 6th standard, she would always only pick up, anything is kept there. Girls, we keep things like, she will go first and pick up only the color pencils. And she will keep drawing things, and how much, like when she was in 8th standard, she was like at par with any great artist. Like I would say, it was so beautifully she will draw. And then one day we asked her, what do you want to be, when you grow up? And immediately she said, I want to be an architect. And then she had no means and all. Ours is a free school. So we raised donations for her to be an architect. Now she is an architect from Sri University. And she's excelled in her studies, and no pressure for her. She's, sorry to say, she's an orphan, but we are all her parents. She is excelled. Just 6th standard, we saw that she wants to be creative. So now she's creating beautiful buildings. She's got a wonderful job now. And these are all instances where we take inspiration and learn lessons, how children can have their own decision making and they are good at it. So from 8th only we start, and then here in our schools, what we have seen now from 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th standard, we have started teaching them meditation, everything. Yoga is there for every child. A simple meditation breathing technique is there from small children also. But this is full-fledged, we are teaching them 20 minutes of meditation. And they felt so happy. Recently I concluded one class. The 3rd day the children came, all of them came, and we were waiting for this. We felt so relaxed. Thank you so much, ma'am, they were telling. But one child came and expressed to me that, exam time I'm so I feel so terrible. I feel suicidal, that even before you get marks, you're feeling, I don't want to face this defeat. So I told her, no, you are more precious to all of us. Never ever do this. So for this only we said meditate. That's why you have to start them young. We should not have regret that, if I taught her before like that. No. So now I'm so happy she came and shared this instance with me, that I said never ever, whenever you feel like that, you can come and talk to us. Even counseling will help us during this time when they are anxious, little bit of counseling, saying that you are more precious than your marks is very important. This is a nice sutra for us. Yeah, what do you say?
Right, ma'am. And she is really very blessed to have you with her, because it's very rare when someone understands you, supports you in your lowest. So yes, it's very, very useful, and every parent and teacher should adapt this. Related to this, Avni from Delhi is asking, how do I bounce back from failure after a disappointing exam result?
So you say that again we can write it. See, you have 1 more year or 6 months gap. Then you can learn better. Now you know that this is because I couldn't focus much. Now you have time. You say, I will focus and I'll read. Yeah. So there is time, and this is the time for you to really reflect and review your whatever activities you are doing. And this is the right time to learn meditation, and also take some time for yourself. Pause. And then otherwise, when you're going for a movie, how much enthusiasm you have. No? Somehow we should create this, it's important for all of us, including the parents, teachers and the students. All of us come together, and rightly our Prime Minister has done this, Pariksha Parv, he said celebration. Parv means utsaha, tyohar, no? That is when you have the utsaha. So how to keep up our enthusiasm level high is through, as I said, get together and coming together and creating puzzles. You can ask each other questions and then play like that. Create something new. So that creativity is so important, and also good communication. Communicate with your friends. Okay, this is what I am feeling. Friends are so important. We think Instagram, I have got 15,000 followers. They are not your real friends, right? So this is real friends, and real friends are so important. Different and important for us is real friends. Real friends are okay for half an hour in a day, but not your whole life. This is what is happening to us. We want validation from social media, not from your own friend. If your friend is saying, "Arey, you're so good, you're so nice," or "you have to study," so we don't want to listen to them. But in social media, you're posting something, and then they are saying there's so many ticks and so many hearts, then you feel validated. So these things, wake up, no? Right now, wake up and see this is not just what we want in life. When we were all growing up, when your parents were growing up, when your teachers were growing up, we never had social media. Still, we are happy. We have been happy. So this is where you can learn from examples. You can see. I'm not saying get out of the internet, get out of this Insta and all that. No, little bit you can engage yourself, but you should know the limit. That is where it's so difficult for us to stop somewhere. That limit we don't know. That's where parents and teachers can help. Don't bring phones to the school. And we can say, teachers can say that, and parents can give you time off. Put something on the Insta, limit. So these things we have to do it. Otherwise, artificial intelligence is taking over our life. Some way it is advantageous, but most of the time it is not. Your brain is not getting that food, that superfood that you need. That through, more innovative learning, right? So we used to look out for inspiration from people, from history, from our own teachers. Now the inspiration is elsewhere, who is not even seen here. So these things, when we educate and when we educate our children, at the same time also, now children are so mature. When they can learn all these things so easily, they can also learn proper meditation, they can also do yoga, right? Give them the importance of being in knowledge, wisdom, and thinking about one's own mental well-being, So meditation is like mental hygiene. Like every day we have dental hygiene, we have to brush our teeth, otherwise nobody can come near us. Like that, if you are stressed, nobody will come near you. You are no more beautiful. You think you dress up nicely and go. No, if you are stressed, the words coming out of your mouth is hurting others because of your stress. People who insult, they have bad behavior because they are stressed inside, right? So when such thing happens, you are no more welcome by others, right? So these are the things we have to wake up and see. How are you beautiful? Are you kind? Are you helpful? Are you friendly? These are the good qualities that which we are already, we have to nourish that. If somewhere it is hiding, that is where you have to search for it, not search in that phone. So these things can really help you. A good friend will come and say, "Arey, what is this? You have this time you have lost this, it doesn't matter. Come, let's go play something. If such a friend is there, immediately half a day you will have depression, then it's gone. But nobody is there, then what happens? You can't share with anybody, then you are just reeling in the same thing, depression, self-doubt, and that is going to take you nowhere, right? So that is where even parents have to be encouraging, so also the teachers, but make them do 100%. Beyond that, some children really flower when they grow up. It's not necessary one who has got 100 out of 100 is very successful in life also. And one who has got very less marks is now really flourishing. So it's not like that. Life has many turns, no? So it is not the end of the road. Know that you will also have a beautiful scene ahead of you, okay? So having this confidence and know that you are not alone, that is where it's so important to be in yourself, access that source of energy within you. That's what I feel is so important, no? Giving importance to yourself is what is meditation. Giving so much, honoring yourself. And because this body is a beautiful gift to you from nature, from God. We can't say that I don't want to live. It's a gift for you. And we hold this. This is where we hold, this body holds the divine in you, in us. So then honoring the divinity within you. The divine which is everywhere, which has created this whole creation, beautiful creation. So when you are depressed, think about the butterfly. Go and check the colors of the butterfly. See, how did this butterfly come? How beautifully the divine has created this butterfly. How wonderful this apple is. So tasty. How sour is this grapes. Like so many things, you can just divert your attention to what is there right in front of you rather than what is gone, what's going to come in future. Keeping the mind in the present moment with full awareness. That is what is relaxation. That will help you get out of the stress. When you don't have stress, then the mind can think better, act better, and perform better, right? So all the best to all of you. I think I've spoken enough. If at all it was useful for all the students and parents. We have also gone through all this as a parent and also as an educator. Yeah. Yeah, we learn.
It's a really valuable, ma'am. How you described a person is so precious, their life is so valuable. Everyone should feel that way. They should feel that way. Otherwise, they should have listened to you at least. Once a person is feeling low, they should listen to you. You're very inspiring. I feel so inspired by you, ma'am. So, ma'am, one last question. How do I stay grounded when I feel competition from my classmates? Mishti from Goa is asking.
Competition is a good way to learn, you know. It doesn't make your learning stop, because you know that person knows, okay, where you studied, what book you studied. A healthy competition is always good to be encouraged. There is two types of competition, cutthroat and healthy. So cutthroat competition should be at all cost avoided. Healthy competition is definitely will make you more robust. Your friend is going to study all this, you will also want to study the same things. Yeah. So both of you are competing with each other, but then, as I said, you can compare notes also with each other. This is a good way to learn. Oh, I have learned 10 points. The other one will say, I have also learned 10 points, but he might have learned some other point in that 10 points. So comparing notes like that is okay. And even if they don't give you, sometimes, when you're competing with each other, you won't share. Even if your best friend is there, they will give you 8 points, 2 points they won't give. And then you have to accept it. That is what is life is. Everything, I have studied so hard, why should I give them the whole thing, right? It's okay, that way it's okay. But just because you have to compete with others, don't get into wrong habits like I will copy or do this, just to be one above the other, one-upmanship. That is not a healthy competition. And don't worry, what you have done is, and if you know that you have done your best, then you will be more confident. Competition or no competition, be 100% in what you do. What do you say? Correct? You be 100%. You work for it. You be 100%, and what you get is what you have earned. And don't compare with others. This is very important for us, because this is what we do in life. At every stage we compare. Their circumstances was different, yours is different, but still you have got. So you be content with what you have. Before exam, be 100%, do, put your 100% effort. After you get marks, be relaxed. This is what I have got it, it's okay. And I'm very happy about it. That contentment should be there. Then you won't be bitter about anything. You will rejoice in your friends' success. This attitude is easy for us, because you see a friend, when you call them your friend, if you had got the same marks and your friend got different, you got more than your friend. If your friend was not happy with it, would you be happy? You want your friend to be happy when you have got more marks than him, right? Same way he will also expect. So like that, you put your whole attention on the friendship rather than the marks. So then that human values will be more nourished rather than just marks, I would say, which is anyway comes and goes. Next year some other exam you will write, and then in another few years your friend may be in some other program and you will be in some other program, right? So right now you enjoy the friendship and value your friendship over your marks. That's what I would say, no? Having a good friend is worth than having disappointment and then competition about the marks. Yeah, what do you say?
Right, absolutely right, ma'am.
Think about your good friend, okay?
So, sum it up to this session. We have now know how to manage exam stress, how to manage exam anxieties by doing breathing exercises and stress management by doing meditation. We have to eat healthy to stay
yogas, some asanas for body.
Right, and to follow a healthy competition, not a cutthroat. Right, ma'am?
Correct.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for all the valuable advices you have shared with our students. It's a really a privilege to have you on with us today. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.